Hello, my friends. It's Angie, and I'm ready to have a discussion with you today. And the topic is more or less. So, which is it that you gravitate to the most? More or less? Let's talk about it. So if we've not met before, my name is Angie, and my husband and I live in Louisiana, where we are working to simplify our possessions. I've been on this road to simple for a couple of years now, and it's going to be a lifetime road for me, so I hope you're interested in simplifying too. So today let's talk about the comparison of more and less. There are plenty of things in life that we need more of, and there are plenty of things that we need less of. And sometimes that balance tends to get a little bit mixed up. I want to go back to my personal story to share with you. Everyone's different, of course, but I know in my 20s, my 30s, my 40s, it was all about acquiring more. You want a bigger house, you want a nicer car, you want more clothes to wear to work, you want more decorations in your home. I was on a quest of pursuing more, acquiring more for decades. We buy things to impress others sometimes. We love them ourselves, the things that we buy, but there's this little bit sometimes in us of impressing others, and I'm happy to say that I'm past that stage now, but I'm not too proud to say that I have been there. So I guess what I want to say is I am in the place in my life now where I have gone from wanting more to craving less. If you think about it, since the time we were all kids, we have been conditioned to always want more. Marketers are fabulous at what they do. I myself have worked in marketing and advertising my whole career, so I know a little bit about this. And we're all conditioned by commercials and other things to want to get the latest of this or that. I mean, as kids, we wanted to get the latest toys, try the newest flavor of Kool-Aid. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Who remembers that? I mean, we've always been conditioned to purchase. So it's hard to break that cycle. But once you determine, I have enough, then you can start making those decisions to cut back on things. Let's turn the table on the idea that more is more and less is less. So what if you actually could find more joy with having less possessions? Less purchases, less possessions means more money in the bank. It means more time to do things that you love rather than spending a weekend rearranging things, cleaning out your garage. The stuff that we own requires a lot of us sometimes. It requires cleaning, it requires repairing, it requires finding a place to put it. It requires moving 20 other things around in order to find a place to put it. If we let that go, we would have so much more of the time that we need. We all say we run out of time. There's just not enough hours in the day to do everything that we want to do. But perhaps we could have more time in our day if we could let some of our possessions go. The less cleaning that I have to do, the less reorganizing I have to do, the more time I have to do things I enjoy. The more time I have to spend some time just sitting around with my chickens. I love spending time with my chickens. My husband and I love to sit out on the patio and watch them, watch their quirky habits. But just little things like that bring joy. Those little things that you can have more of when you have less of other things. This more or less comparison is not just limited to physical possessions. More is probably not a good thing when it comes to your calendar. You fill your calendar with so many activities and responsibilities. Some of those things you have to do, but you probably take on more, or I say we probably take on more than what we really have time for. So that more and more leads to less time that you have for your family, which is the most important thing. Just challenge yourself to think about the things that you think you need more of and flip it around and see how much better your life would actually be if you had less. When you have less busyness in your life, less physical possessions to take care of, you have room for more contentment, more relaxation, more rest, which is something that I really struggle with. I am one to push myself to do more in 24 hours of each day. I stay up late and try to get things done, and I know that's not good for me. So that is something that I am working on myself. Can you relate to that? Here's something to think about. The less time you spend scrolling on your phone, scrolling through social media, Instagram and other things, the more time you have to actually call a friend or visit a friend or family member in person. Same thing goes for your email. The more time you spend going through all your email, the less time you have to do things that you'd rather be doing. So reduce the number of items in your inbox. There are things you can unsubscribe to. And once you spend less time in your email, you'll have more time to do things that you really like. You'll have time to go for a walk. You'll have time to read a book, even if it means just sitting on the couch with your spouse or your family doing nothing. It's still togetherness time that you have. You have more togetherness time with your family when you have less email to deal with. Oh, before I forget, remember to stay till the very end for my slice of simple that I like to share with you on each video. So I hope this discussion has hit home with you in some way or made a light bulb go off, just to make you stop and think a little bit differently about what you might have more of that you could really get by with less of, and that it would really bring more contentment into your life. So I challenge you to think about that. I would love it if you would leave me a comment below and let me know some of the things that you are doing less or buying less of in order to have more fulfillment in other ways in your life. It really helps me out if you would subscribe to my channel. That helps us to get back together again for my next video. And of course, if you give me a thumbs up, that helps me to grow my channel as well. So I really appreciate the time you take to spend with me today. I really enjoy being with you and sharing thoughts about simplicity. I'm not a minimalist yet, but I am moving toward a more minimal type of lifestyle, a more simplified life. And stay on this road to simple with me, and for every mile we go down this road, we're making a little bit of progress. It's all about progress and not perfection. Until next time, remember to keep it simple, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.
You see that baby goat? That's a good sound. See the little goat? She'd stay there all day.
Run.